Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Astrocraft. So, I have to say a few things pretty quickly, and then we're gonna go over some updates, and then we'll get into the actual basis of this episode. So, first of all, I'm gonna say I'm pretty sorry. I had an entirely different episode footage, completely recorded, and let's just say that I was using a different microphone, and that different microphone sounded horrible. It sounded like there were two me's talking. So I decided I'm just going to re-record all the updates and stuff and then insert the time lapses. Because, of course, I'm seriously not going to make you listen to that because I have to listen to it like 2 times longer just to edit. And it was driving me crazy, even just pulling it up and trying to cut the first part ready. So I was just like, yeah, uh, I'm not gonna spend time torturing myself. I'm just gonna re-record this. So first off, I'm going to say I got new gear. As you can obviously tell, full diamond. I took my invisible armor pack off because I was just feeling like I couldn't see anybody's armor, and it just was being a bit like, well, I want to be able to see everybody's armor. So I turned that pack off. And all of my gear is fully enchanted. So I have the top hat, chesty, hands of protection, me booties, swordly lordly, silky milk, fortune, waxly axley, shovel snubble. That is my new setup of gear, and each time I make new gear, I will rename them as well. So this is just generation 1 of gear. And you can see I've done some work here on the cow pit. I've bred them up quite a bit. I have it all the way extending out to here, which is a lot farther than last time you saw it. So, yeah, I'm gonna stay pretty stocked up on meat as well. So, I'm doing pretty good. Here's just some extra things. And in there is my super smelter, my lovely super smelter. So, my first time lapse, which I'm going to insert here, is a time-lapse of me breaking down a tower of ores I got from vertical mining, which I will show you at the facility, which we will go to pretty shortly. So, insert time-lapse here. Okay, so now that you're back from the time-lapse, how was it? It's pretty boring. Honestly, I don't really know what happened to the replay mod. The first part is cut in from my original recording, where I just was going to time-lapse it all there, but then I tried to replay mod it, and it didn't really work exactly 100% well. So, it's a bit cutty, that time-lapse, and I'm sorry about that. But back to some updates. So, first update is I finished building this entire area. And I'm like, and you're probably like, well, it doesn't look that different. But you see that sort of patch where you can sort of tell there's dirt there? That's where the tower used to be. There's no lava, as you can see. It's pretty well lit up, which took a while. But it's pretty well lit up, and oops, they're spawning everywhere. So yeah, I took care of that. I only left a few little holes open, and it's like over there with all my stuff there, which is like basically my entire feed for cobblestone. So I just keep that open. Here is my entrance point to the underworld, and sorry if I sound a little stuffy, and it's because stupid allergies and my throat hasn't been feeling well, so I'm feeling a bit congested. So if you can hear that in my voice, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, and my pillager graveyard grew quite sizably. Because so many pillagers were spawning over there, it just like grew at least to double the size it was in the last episode. So I counted already, and there is 60 flags. 60. So that's 60 times I've gotten Bad Omen, and 60 pillagers that I have killed. There's a wandering trader there whose llamas were killed by pillagers. This entire place is like pillager central. Part of me thinks I should do something a bit inside the base with that. I'm currently planning out some farms I'm going to be putting into the base, and planning out like this area in particular, because I'm going to try and work from farthest away to the pillagers to closer to the pillagers. So that tower's probably going to be the last one over there. And I just need to finish the entire exterior at some point. But I need Joker boxes to do that, which is another update. So, first off, all of you guys know we're probably going to the end soon. And not probably, we are. We have set the recording date to go to the end on the server, and I am 100% ready. As you can see, inside my ender chest, I have a bunch of gapples and all the ender eyes, which I will show you guys when we get back there. But so the entire server like knows the date, and if they want to come, they're gonna come on that date. But yeah, so we're going to the end very soon. It is not this episode, it is not next episode, but the episode after that is going to be the big episode where we all go to the end, which will be an exciting episode, I guess. I always really like doing those episodes. Here is my villager area. And so I have quite a lot of villagers down here. I have some bread in here still, but I haven't made them breed in a while just because I don't know how many villagers I'm gonna need, and I don't want to overcompensate too much. So I might just... Oops, and there we go. And so they're breeding back there. So yeah, that's my little breeding area. I don't think I've shown that on camera ever before, so I did get the villagers recently. You can see where the tracks go. I have a villager over here that, yeah. That's where all the villagers came from. There might be one left over there, but I evacuated a lot of them out. So yeah. That is one of the projects I've been working on. After the Super Smelter. It's been a lot of time since the Super Smelter episode was recorded. So this is like the first real giant update, and I cut out a lot of the end of last episode. So in here, you might be wondering, is where all of the profession villagers have. So this one's my mending villager, how all of these things have mending. My Fletcher, where I get most of my emeralds. My farmer, where I get the other tiny bit of emeralds. And then my librarian, where I get emeralds for paper. So, yeah. My profession villagers live in here until I have a proper place for them to live. So, yeah, that's where they live. So as we walk over here, I'm just going to quickly say something about the summer schedule. I do have a summer schedule, and it's like recording one day and doing something else the other day. I was on schedule until today when I started listening to the recordings, and my microphone sounded absolutely awful, so I was not planning to record this today. But, yeah, I think it's gonna turn out better than the first one did. So, yeah, that's the update for this area and the villagers back there. But so, release days are going to be on Friday, and I will be pretty flexible about that. So check for new videos on Friday on my channel. I will generally post something on the community board if I'm going to post an episode, and I'm probably going to post my schedule up there as well. On Mondays, I will be streaming from 1 to 2 almost every day this summer. Now, some weeks I will take off, and I will put that also on the community board. So if you're ever looking for something about my channel, just check the community board. That's where I keep it all. So yeah, make sure you check out the community board. Make sure you check out when my streams are coming. If you have time, come by and watch the stream and interact with me on stream if you can. Here are my chests of materials for giant base, mega base. So, smooth sandstone, I only have a few chests of it. It won't be enough. I'm currently going through design still, so this is just the preliminary amounts. All the sand I've collected, all the sandstone, all the burnt planks. And terracotta I'm really far behind on, especially cyan terracotta. I use terracotta everywhere in this base, so it's gonna be one of the things I'm always going to need in this base. So here is the enchanting table that I've had since last episode, and here is my ender chest, which I made. I have 16 Isaac Ender, some golden apples, and 5 stacks of iron. I'm currently working on making more gear for myself, which is why I'm so low on diamonds. I'm gonna go mining again pretty soon, because that's really important at this point. So yeah, you've all seen that before. And now we come to the final stretch here. And that is going to the vertical mine. So I'm just gonna do this the easiest way I know how, and I'm gonna time lapse it. So I'll see you guys when we make it to the island. So I cut that a bit early because, as you can see by my experience levels, I fell down a hole. And luckily, I had a water bucket in this chest, which I actually placed in a different chest, which I placed somewhere else. I placed it back. Well, I placed it into my ender chest now, so that I never have to worry about losing it in one of these chests. I was so lucky I found one too. So yeah, I cut off the time lapse a bit early because if I went any further, you would have seen me falling into a hole, and dying, and slightly missing an emoji water bucket, and yeah, so that's just embarrassing. But anyways, as you can see from here, I built a creeper farm, and that is the focus of today's episode, actually. So, here is the finished product of the creeper farm that I will now turn you onto the time lapse of.
my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
So as you can see in the time lapse, the collection things down here and all the way up there, I added a bed up there actually. So we're gonna go up. I'm gonna show you how it is up here. You can hear the kitties inside. I bred up all of them. I have 2 cats back at my base in case I ever want to expand the family of kitties. So yeah. I have a water pool down here. I am going to be linking the design that I followed in the description of this video, but I followed another design. Up here, I have my bed. I did not follow the thing they did in the video. I made my own AFK platform because this is the one that I find works best personally with creeper farms from my experience of using them. And I almost never actually put a water pool at the bottom. This is something new I've not done before, so it has been really useful. it generally takes so much longer, but just falling down into this pool is really quick, so I absolutely recommend to do that. I made this my own design. Very minimalistic. I'm planning on upscaling it, of course, in the future. And as you can see, like, a few creepers came down while I was just standing up there. Which is nice. So, yeah. I think that this farm is a success. So, hope you guys had fun watching in the time lapse. And this little bridge here, I'm thinking about making it an official diagonal bridge with, like, a real nice design. I'm thinking, like, acacia wood on this thing. So, I think that might be something I do in the future, building a nicer bridge. And here's my vertical mining area. As you can see, bunch of holes all go straight down to bedrock. We'll actually be riding a stream of water down one of these. This is the one I haven't done yet, but I've actually done all of the other holes. And I need to expand that way further, actually. So I would absolutely recommend this type of mining to anybody who is looking for lots of diamonds and is not afraid of falling into lava or being scared by the dangers of mining downwards. So I'm actually gonna pick this hole. For pretty specific. Actually, I like this hole better. Okay, sorry, I was being indecisive. So we're just gonna ride some water down, and you can see it starts with stone. You go down. As you see here, there's a bit of ore there. And you can see all the layers down here. Going down. Here's where the deep slate starts. Another thing of ores in the deep slate. We entered a cave for a large portion of this, so yeah. And then you go all the way down here. There's another thing of ores right here, and then poof. Here we are. Ground zero at the bottom. It is not 3 blocks tall. Unless you really want to make it 3 blocks tall, I wouldn't. That's just my personal opinion. As you can see, every hole perfectly gone down. Over here, there aren't quite a few holes because this is all ocean. Up at the top, up there, it's all ocean. So, and that is all I'm gonna do for today's episode. It's been a pretty quick episode. I probably forgot to update you on something, but anything that I forgot will be covered in the next video. You might just wonder, and then you can comment in the comment section below, and I'll answer your questions on one of my live streams or a new video. Next episode coming out next Friday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm sorry about the microphone malfunctions, but if you like my content, make sure to subscribe, and if you just liked this video, like the video. And I will see you guys next time on Astrocraft.